It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Browns going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes this one to Cecil Shorts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. To throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. There he goes right side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
On third and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Back to throw now on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Danny Shelton getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
3rd down and 4. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here. Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but...
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Here comes Gilbert. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA.
Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, what a move.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Fielded at about the 28. A second juke.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
10th carry for Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And take it right on the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barkevius Mingo in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Check 56.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Browns getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. So
a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. He's got time in the pocket. And that's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it brings up fourth down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
All right, here we go.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Shorts on the reception over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Now that's good.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jason Jones in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Rolling to his right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jeff Locke now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. He's back to throw. He's got time. Look at the time. Now a desperation. A crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So a nice job to bring. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Second down following the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Rolling to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Barkevius Mingo in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Texans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.